The January jobs report is out on Friday, and if December numbers are any indication, we just might be hearing some good news. According to the Labor Department, companies added 252,000 jobs in December, with 2014 seeing total employment rise by nearly 3 million jobs. That's the largest growth since 1999. Still, unemployment remains high, yet 3.5 million jobs across the country are simply unfilled. So how do we explain unemployment when there are so many positions still open? Well, joining me to answer that question is Nicholas Wyman. He's the author of Job U: How to Find Wealth and Success by Developing the Skills Companies Actually Need. Nicholas, good to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
Why are there so many jobs open?
Well, it's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, that we've got this labour market mismatch. So we've got people without jobs and jobs without people, as I call it. And so I think it's really about the types of skills that people are actually taking on board.
Does that mean that people are getting the wrong training, going to the wrong schools? Are they using outdated modes of training like the traditional university? I mean, what is it that's making people so mismatched for a labor force?
I think you know about education, all of the above. I really think that there's this, there's this disconnect between what employers need in this rapidly changing globalisation and technological change, and the, that employers are not able to adjust quickly enough, and so by the time that it filters through to the educators, people are coming out with a skill set that's not appropriate. So employers are taking other means to employ people. So going to college, and to your previous, person you were talking to, I mean, one place where you can get easy credit, that's in the college system. I mean, $1.2 trillion.
Yeah.
And I mean, I struggle, to get my phone. On credit, but let me tell you, it'd be very easy to chalk up some student loan debt. So I think there's a lot of challenges for people, and I think that the days are gone where you can necessarily go and basically buy your way into a job.
So then what do you do, right? Are there fields that we should be thinking about, areas of training that would be more advisable for people in this generation?
Yeah, sure. Look, I think you need to future-proof yourself as an individual, and I'm not saying going to college by any means is the wrong thing to do, but for the millions of people who go to college, take on an average $30,000 a year debt, and don't actually know where they want to go, that's a very expensive way to find out, very expensive career advice. So my advice is look around and look at the options, and in my book I talk about all these sorts of options, including certifications, associate's degrees, going to community college. What's wrong with community college? You know, the President's been talking about community college, free community college the last couple of weeks. And I think there's so many different opportunities that are available, and it's about the right education at the right time.
Absolutely. And the idea of the President making community college free will certainly flood people into community colleges if it works out that way. Does that create an unstable job market? Because now everybody will have these trainings. It's always about credentialing.
No, look, I think
resources.
we need to get people engaged and employed. So we talked about the large number of people who are unemployed. I think we really need to look at getting those people engaged to have a fully productive economy, because it makes sense for everyone that, your tax dollars are going into what counts. So there's money in the system to pay for it. It's about better allocation of existing resources.
Now, there are many people who are changing careers late in life, and they want to do something different. But again, getting access to training, finding cost-effective models of doing so. Not everybody can drop their whole life with, their family and obligations and go to college for 4 years and accumulate $100,000 in debt. What do you do?
Sure. Well, I think there's some great online certifications. So people should try before you buy. So you've probably heard of MOOC, Massive Online Learning. That's a great way, and a lot of these programs are actually free. And they're top shelf academic institutions. Harvard has edX. It's a way where you can actually put your toe in the water and see if it's what you want to do, take a few classes, and then you can move into that career. So I think there's plenty of opportunities to, as it were, take on some additional training while you're still in your existing job. So many people do a Jerry Maguire, grab the goldfish and storm out the door and say, tomorrow I'm going to start something new. And if it doesn't work out, you don't have a backup plan. So, try and get some work experience, see what it's really like.